second episode of my Lisa's Road to Gotland Grand National. In this episode I'm going to show you my riding equipment, and I'm also going to show you the setup on my bike. Before we start, I want to give a huge thank you to KTM, who is sponsoring me. Yes, let's start! Helmet! You can't say enough how important the helmet is. I like this one a lot. It's from Aero and it's very light. This is my chest and back protection. It also protects my shoulders and elbows. This is in a very soft material, so it shapes after my body. Really good. We have my knee protection from Acerbis. Really good, very comfortable. It's adjustable and fits my knees. Then we have the boots. They are a little bit dirty because I already started the practice. It's from Alpine Stars and they are super comfortable. Fits from first ride. We have the goggles. I have both of these one, but right now I prefer this one. I see better in them. It's good to have two to choose from, depending on the light, sunny or not that day you ride. I have these riding pants, also adjustable for how fat I am that day. They are very comfortable. Racing sweater, nice. The gloves, KTM's, very protective and fits well, very good. And the camelback, super good to have also when you're practicing. Just take a sip of water when you feel for it. So this is my equipment that I use, and it's very comfortable and protective. Now we're gonna move on to the bike settings, so I'm gonna change.
Okay, welcome. As you can see, the bike is a little bit dirty. The days is going fast, so you already started to do some training.
Yes,
yeah,
I have.
Yeah, and that also means that we have done the bike setup necessary for you. But let's talk just a little bit about what we have done to the bike. This is like from the factory 250. We haven't changed that much. No. If we start in the front, we have lowered it in the front because we want to lower the whole bike.
Yes.
So we put the fork a little bit higher up in the triple clamp, so it lowers in the front. We also changed the levers, both the clutch and the brake.
Yes.
Yeah.
To make them come easier.
Yeah, exactly.
For my shorter hands.
Yeah, and these are like unbreakable, so even if you fall, they won't break. But that's quite important to have, especially when we go over to Gotland. So if you fall, which you probably will do, not to scare you, but then they will prevent from like breaking.
Yeah, and you don't want to have that on a race.
No, exactly.
If you can't use it, and you know, not so funny.
Yeah, the suspension is like standard. We haven't done anything. The springs, they are proper for your weight with equipment and everything on, so they will stay as they are. And the handlebar is the original one from KTM. It's really good, like bend and good handlebar to start with. We still have the original tires on. We started you can do like practice on them, and we have tubes in the tires, but we will change to moss.
Yes.
To prevent from getting a flat tire when we go over to Gotland. I mean, we'll do some changes before we go over to Gotland for the actual race. As I mentioned, we're going to change the tires, we're going to put some moss in, we're going to change the seat cover, we're going to put one gripper on. Keeps you to stay better on the bike. Now we just like to get you started with the training. We just took the bike out, and actually that is what you can do, because the bikes from factory today is like a standard bike. It's so good quality. You have like O-ring chain, and you have good brake pads, and the handlebar is really good. So you can like start just riding.
Yeah, it's ready to race.
Ready to race, yeah, that's good. Exactly, KTM slogan. And Lisa mentioned that before, but thank you KTM for helping us out in this. It's really nice to have a partner that goes into this as much as we do.
Yes.
But yeah, Lisa, so what we will do now is to just speak a little bit about your body position on the bike as
Yep.
well. Because in the next episode, we're going to actually start riding and show like the practices we started out with. But if you jump on the bike, Lisa. So if we start from the sitting position, you should, when you sit on the bike, you should really sit like in the middle of the bike. Yeah, there we have it. Because that's like the balance point on the bike. So whenever we turn, if we sit too far back, the bike will be hard to turn. It's like a heavy loaded car in the back, won't turn. If we are too much in the front, it will be put too much pressure on the front wheel, and the back wheel will start spin. So it's really important that we have this straight balance point when we sit on the bike.
Yeah, so
And
this is the straight one?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you can be a little bit bent forward when you sit on the bike, and the hands should be straight like that. Yeah.
Elbows up?
Elbows up, yes. When do you think we will sit on the bike?
In the corners?
Yeah, exactly. So when we come, like we do the brake into a corner, we come and sit down. We sit down because we want pressure on the back wheel out from the corner. And that means that you will also need to be bent a little bit forward, because if you sit really straight and you start to give gas in a corner, you will go back and you will lose the balance point. So it's important to be a little bit front
to
bended.
be steady
Yeah,
when
and
I guess.
yeah, steady as well. And also to see this line coming up, if you think from the forks coming up, your shin should be just like above here.
Okay.
Yeah, so there we have like a good position when sitting down.
Okay.
And the hard part is to stay in this position once you start turning, to be leaning forward, because you don't have anything like to stay. So you have to be strong in your core to stay like this. Because if you start to fall back, which you will do in the beginning, you lose the balance, you will be back heavy, and the bike will not stay in the corner. So you have to think about that. Coming forward, stay forward when staying in a turn like this.
Be steady, stable.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so if you come and stand up. Exactly. And here we should talk a little bit, if we start from the feet, you should be standing on the front of the foot. Because if you think like a boxer or a runner or something, no one ever stands like both feet to the ground. They're always on their front foot, because then you get more flexibility and you will be like faster.
Yeah.
And of course, you will move your feet. So like when braking, you will put your feet forward, use the brake, active on your feet. But that's like the starting position, okay?
Yes.
And here also we should think, I don't know if the camera sees, but like a line, straight line going through, Lisa. So if you come a little bit forward, bend your knees. When standing up, yeah, if you bend your hips a little bit, there we go. And the elbows, yeah. And also try to have straight arms, so you don't like bend your hands.
Hands.
Exactly. There you are the strongest. So yeah, you have a little bit bent knees, a little bit bent, and we should see like a straight line going through your foot, your knee, and your hip. So something like that. And you should not be hanging on the handlebars. You should not be pressure, because the strength is coming from your legs and your hip. That's where you steer the bike the whole time. And that's really important to know. If you get tired in the arms, you use your arms too much.
Yeah.
You will do it in the beginning. Everybody does, but the strength is from here.
Yes. Okay.
And standing on the foot exactly like you do now. That's really good. And the foot part is hard. I also like being lazy. I stand on the middle of the foot, sometimes resting and staying there. So really be active and think about your feet. Mostly when we ride enduro, you will be standing up. I would say 80 to 85, 90% of the time.
Yes.
Remember that when you get tired, try to stand up. Why do you think we should stand up?
You have better control of the bike.
Yeah, exactly. you have much better control over the bike. The balance is better. You can adjust, like when hitting something, the bike will move, but not you will move. You can be very active on the bike. So standing
flexible.
up is exactly, flexible and be able to move.
Yes.
So this we will practice a lot, and this you need to be riding, because it's not a position you. I don't know, horse riding. Is it the same kind of position?
Yeah,
and
it's
muscles?
with the foot. It's the same.
Yeah.
Where you have the pedals.
Yeah.
It's on the same position, and
Yeah.
there you have the heels down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
Maybe it gets a little bit like it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's also that you control much with your seat and legs and knees. There is your body control and strength. And your hands are supposed to be very relaxed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just small adjustments.
Yeah.
It's
the same with a bike. It's the same when riding a bike.
Yeah.
Also like skiing. It's the same kind of movement that you move with the feet and you steer the skis. It's the same with the bike.
Yeah, like the key is here.
Yeah, exactly.
This part.
Yeah. And this we can practice a lot. But remember, the feet, the hip, lock the hip so it stays strong. So you don't lose your back. Like your back goes down, because then you loosen your strength. And when you loosen your strength, you will lose the control over the bike. And the hands, also very important, that they are straight going down. And you should just reach out. The levers, they should be something like that. And always try to have one finger on the clutch and the lever.
Which finger should I have on it then?
I use the what is it called?
Long
the middle
finger?
long finger. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And sometimes I use also
Both?
2 fingers. Yeah,
Point
those
finger?
2. Yeah, exactly. But when you just have one finger, you have much more power to hold the bike when you need and to give gas. Okay, enough of talking and instructions. As I mentioned, we already started, but this we can repeat many times, and it's really important because when you see someone is uncontrolled bike, you can also see that the rider is standing wrong or doing something wrong. So
and then it become dangerous.
Yeah, it can become dangerous in
not safe.
Not safe, exactly. And you do a lot of mistake, and you get more tired, and
Yeah.
you continue. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching, listening to Lisa's road here. It's not that many days or weeks left, so we need to go on full focus on the training.
Practice.
Yeah, for sure. Next episode, we will show the basic training we have started with.
Yes.
See you in that one.